And hello guys, welcome back to an episode of Hogwarts Legacy. In the last episode we did potion brewing and made ourselves has a green thumb. So we are now going to meet Natty, wherever Natty is, and we should be there already. I will meet you guys when I get to Natty. Right, we're with Natty now.
It is good to see you, my
Hello,
friend.
Natty.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Glad to hear that.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Thank you for letting us know that. Right, so we had a conversation with Natty.
Beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
What's going over there?
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Help a stranger. That's what I'm
They
doing.
must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be so...
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Yeah, please leave the old grandma alone. You all are going down. You sure about that? Another person.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Oh god.
Find yourself.
And I haven't even had tea yet. And in the clouds, this one.
No! Ow. Okay, I need to make more. No, you don't. Oh, that nearly killed me.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Speak to the stranger. If I would, if she stopped moving.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one
Priya?
who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin.
The Trial of
He
Merlin.
created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see
How
why you're so interested in
fascinating.
Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Would have been Merlin
I'll
be
let
a
you in on
Ravenclaw.
a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
I would definitely do that for
I
you.
brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Mallowsweet, Mallowsweet. Getting
This
some
trunk.
Mallows.
Yes,
Mallowsweet.
take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Place.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
Incendio. What should I do now? The flames make the pyre sing.
Uncharted territory.
Gotta
I'm
do
curious
these.
about these vines.
There you go.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
What do you want, Nora?
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe
That
I
I will.
have what I need to continue
Or maybe
my
not,
research.
actually, I don't know.
My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Right, Trilone of Marla as done. Oh, she's packing away. Now, I assume we now need to go back to Hogwarts.
I understand.
Oh, no,
you're quite the
Ollivanders.
enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Okie dokie, I will do that. Ollivanders, I'm here.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned you're having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered
Yes,
if
we
you'd
are.
be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished,
Richard Jackdaw.
like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand.
Oh, this is
We did find
the
a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's.
exclusive
I'm certain they're a clue,
quest
but
for
I
this
cannot
one
figure out where
for
they lead.
Ravenclaw.
Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old one-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Right. Now we're gonna find the old... And I'll meet you guys at the Owlery. Right, we're at the Owlery now. Let's go in.
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls.
I assume it is.
Don't mind me, owls. I'm just here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues?
Akio.
I'd best keep looking.
Akio. There's one.
I recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick. Nothing.
Another one. Another one.
Statues here.
There's another one. And there should be last one.
Here's a welcome surprise.
Up there. There's another one.
I'll take that, thank you.
Any more? Okay. Any more? Do you hear another one somewhere? Try above.
Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher.
Aha!
I'd best keep looking. Nothing.
I assume I've got to fill up these sections.
No statues here. This'll do nicely. I'd best keep looking.
There's another one.
nothing.
You say it's nothing. There's another one.
What's happening?
There you go, that's all of them.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really.
Cave.
Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity.
That does actually
yes.
sound pretty ridiculous.
What do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Thank you.
Revelio.
Now I'll take this as well. But I think that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.